midweek. Another area.
At 6, a tough night for the Tories. Big losses for the Conservatives at council elections in England, Wales and Scotland. Labour win the Tory flagship councils of Wandsworth, Barnet and Westminster after decades in Conservative hands, but struggle outside London.
We've had a tough night in some parts of the country, but on the other hand, in other parts of the country, you're still seeing Conservatives going forward and making quite remarkable gains.
And believe you me, this is a big turning point for us. From the depths of 2019, that general election, back on track.
A big night for the Liberal Democrats as they gain more seats than any other party in England. The Greens are doing well too.
Have you heard from Durham Police, Sir Keir?
But Labour's gains are marred by the news that Sir Keir Starmer will now be investigated by Durham Police amid allegations he broke lockdown rules last year. Meanwhile, all eyes on Northern Ireland. Will the Nationalist Party Sinn Féin make history by winning the most votes at Stormont? We'll have the full details on results from Scotland and Wales too, also on the programme. More than 120 years since it was founded, the convenience store McColl's has gone into administration, putting 16,000 jobs at risk. And Prince Harry and Meghan say they will attend the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, but the Queen says they won't be appearing on the Buckingham Palace balcony.
And coming up on the BBC News Channel, Rangers make plans for Seville. It's a first European final in 14 years for a team that's come a long way since.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. The Prime Minister says it's been a tough night for the Conservatives as the party lost hundreds of seats. Labour took some of the Tories' flagship councils in London but made few significant gains elsewhere. But it was a good night all round for the Liberal Democrats and the Green Party. In Scotland, the SNP have once again finished as the biggest party. Labour have come second. The Conservatives suffered heavy losses. It's not looking good for the Conservatives in Wales either, where counting continues as Labour and Plaid Cymru make gains. We'll have more on that in a moment. And the latest from Northern Ireland, where the result could be historic and bring seismic change if Sinn Féin win the most votes. But first, let's look at the results in England. And as you can see, the Conservatives are down by around 300 seats, but they've not all been picked up by Labour. In fact, it's the Liberal Democrats who have won the most new councillors. If local elections had been held everywhere in Britain, this is the BBC's estimate of what the result would have been. Labour as the largest party on 35% and the Conservatives on 30%. Here's our political editor, Laura Kunsberg, and her report contains some flashing images.